players have a smaller emotional range, and it's more like it's okay. We're just gonna sit here. I'll be all right. We'll talk about it later with my emotions or something like that. You know, some people need to yell.
And utilizing as well. Having that emotion, feeling it, going with it, and allowing that to make you play more expressive Rocket League, or allowing that to make you get in the faces of your opponents. Something that I think that Fury are going to be a lot more likely to do than Team BDS. Team BDS, to me, aren't the team that are going to be really standing up and getting in Fury's faces, but they will have to deal with that if Fury get a couple of goals on the board.
And the hardest part is pouring all your energy out there for every single match, because these teams, no matter win or lose, are playing again later today. Furia has already had to pour out so much energy versus K-Corp. BDS, it's their first match. Will that matter? It's more about managing that energy as well.
Yeah, and we said, you know, like, while this match is not an elimination match, if you lose this match, the next match you're playing later today is an elimination match. So super important for them. And we are waiting on the players to be ready to go here. We'll get into that game as soon as we can. Let's take a look at the schedule we're going to be playing over the course of the rest of the day. We got these tiebreaker matches, and then we got the beginning of the playoffs, as well as a special thing there in the middle. After this one, first touch on the field against Chalkcast. It's the long-awaited rivalry that everyone's been hoping for, finally settled on a pitch.
The mental warfare that we've seen in that green room by Johnny Boy, directed at T-Bates, has been insane.
I mean, as we were saying, these players, First Touch and Chalk, capable of doing anything in Rocket League. We'll see,
of course.
We'll see some incredible freestyle players. I've got my eye on a certain Johnny Boy. We know what he's capable of with the KBM, but how can he handle it, stepping out there, introduced by Stacks? You know, everything is full pressure.
Oh, I don't know. I think some of them, I think it goes back to what Gibbs said. This has been a week-long mental game.
It has.
Mainly for First Touch. I don't think Chalkcast is affected by it at all. They're the ones making fun of them.
And that would be like if BDS and Fury are just hanging out in the same room every day and they're just yelling at each other the whole time. That's what they've been doing.
I think no matter what, you're guaranteed to see something you've never seen on an RLCS stage before in that matchup. It might be the most flagrant own goal you've ever seen. It might be a triple whip.
We need it.
I don't know.
We need a not top 5. We need a not top 5.
I'm excited. I hope we get into it. But before we get to that match, a match that literally actually matters here, BDS taking on Furia, Europe and France, versus South America and Brazil. Furia having to bounce back after that loss quickly. BDS has been waiting and preparing in the wings.
Team BDS are here to play. They have won it on this very stage. Monkey Moon has won it on this very stage. They've had some poor lands, but I just don't get the vibes from BDS, Gibbs. This is going to be one of them.
Drali's a rookie, and the last 2 World Championship teams had a rookie on it as well, so maybe that is what you need. You need someone that doesn't know what's going to happen throughout this tournament and just play to the leaders, like Monkey Moon, who has a World Championship title in this arena. It's going to be BDS. They have all the momentum right now. They have to capitalize on it.
Oh yeah, everything realistically is in their favor. Even on paper, it is in the favor of BDS. They're coming into it knowing we are the favorites in this. And like you said, having players that haven't quite experienced as much as others, like Monkey Moon, for example, it could be a good thing. But yes, love it. Exotic, Drali. This is my player to watch, though.
Oh, yeah.
All eyes are going to be on Drali in this one. How do you perform? He's my impact player.
Team BDS's most impressive performance as well was against Gentlemates, exorcising that London demon, and Drali was totally impactful as that. And I mean, Casio ain't a bad coach either. Wavepunk never missing an RLCS event. That's not a bad record to have.
That's pretty impressive stuff there too. He's got some experience as a player as well. Furia though, they had a moment back a stage to prepare for this, and now back here, the momentum that they have just from being on the stage, even in a loss, hopefully going to help carry them into a strong game number 1 here. But I mean, was there a single player that you feel like you're comfortable with coming out of that first series there, Gibbs?
Honestly, I'm not comfortable with any of them because Lost was doing a lot of the offensive work, but then the 2 big mistakes in game 4 might mess up his mental game. So we'll see if he can bounce back from it. I assume they can. These guys are world caliber players. They deserve to be in that top 4 race, and I think they can bounce back from it. Again, I talked about it. The early years of Rocket League is when teams couldn't bounce back from that loser momentum. But we've played 8 years from now on. These guys have battled so often. They are so good.
I mean, Yan is perhaps at this point South America's most successful player, and he is the key right here for Furia. He has to excel. He has to score some solo plays. He has to take his team on his back. Around him, they can rally. But if he's not at his absolute best, this is so difficult.
And the last match, he didn't score a goal again. So that's the pop-off they need. They need game one, Yan, to hit a really nice double tap. They all pop off. All that energy is back on their side.
I mean, notably, Rafinha didn't kiss his ring and smile at us. I feel like which I hopefully means he's locked in on a new level, but it could also mean that he's just not quite in the same groove he was at. I don't know. Let us know what you think at home. Is BDS going to take this one? Hashtag BDS. Do you think Furia is able to bounce back with the hashtag FUR? Herc, how you feel about this one?
This is one, I was actually going back and forth on this even in the shuttle. They were asking me what my answer was, and I could not decide. But last second, you know, I said to myself, I love a passionate team. I love high-level emotions that are going to drive you forward, and Furia has all of that. I can't not go with them.
Okay.
BDS is the first game in front of this crowd as well.
True.
So you got to keep that in mind, but I'm going to go with the numbers. I always do. I'm going to go with BDS here. I think they have not the momentum, but the negative momentum from the opposite side of Furia.
I agree with Gibbs completely. The crowd can boo all they like, but Monkey Moon is the greatest of the open era for a reason. A serial winner will be feeling no nerves at all here on this stage. Fury have been playing within themselves at times. If they do that for a second, BDS are going to strike.
I think BDS has got this one as well. Furia are going to be playing an uphill battle. If Carmine Core was too much of a wall, BDS is a stronger one here. But Furia, they've made of champions. The funny thing is they don't know that they're booing me. They might think that they're booing them. So you guys got to start cheering for Furia here if you think that they're going to take this one down. How's the point feel about it though? We got Furia on one side, we got BDS on the other. Oh my goodness, it landed on top of my hand, but that does go for BDS here. And the coin has been very wrong. The crowd can be happy about that.
It's also been very moved. You know, I mean, it's not controlling anything, but
luckily it does not. So whoa, it's okay. It told me that.
I don't understand this.
It said I could say it on a desk. I don't know, folks. As we go, folks. BDS, the favorites in chat, the favorites on the desk, are the favorites on the pitch. Time to this all wrong, folks. The champions that won their world championship here in Fort Worth, back on the stage for the first time, taking on a team that's been here before and trying to prove us all wrong. Furia versus BDS.
I feel like here in Dickies Arena, we are up for a little bit of deja vu. BDS, a team that won their World Championship here in Dickies versus Furia, who came here as those underdogs, taking down Moist, now wanting to get through in a tiebreaker with a preferential match and 2 lives in our playoff bracket.
An underdog that wants to be a top dog, but it's an early strike from BDS. 2 of the most lethal offenses we could have here. But it's a kickoff where Exotic is just quicker than Yam. Furia, gotta wake up and smell the coffee.
That may well be a little bit of a tone setter. If we get 1 goal in 2 seconds, it's no problem for BDS. They kick us off incredibly early. Another kickoff is not going to go quite as well for them. They're not scored in 2. But with the immediate offense, it's going to call in a lot of that defensive play. And so far throughout the event, Furia have been absolutely astounding defensively. They've made sure not to put too many shots towards on their own goal, or they've had a lot of shots towards them, but then they've saved almost all of them away. We saw them play a little bit earlier on versus Carmine Core. They didn't show us what they really had, though. One player in particular lacking.
Yeah, like Yan had a quieter series against K-Corp, and now you have to play this back-to-back. It's not like the other days of this event, but Lost and Yan trying to bulldoze their way through. Not midfield, Drawley picks it up. Jerfinho with an early 50, a pop-up to buy some time. Furia will stabilize.
Yeah, I think Yan, we want him to succeed. We want to see that Yan, the man that ended up ending the dreams of Moist a couple of years ago in the World Championships. And the crowd here very clearly pulling for Furia. Not too many EU fans in the crowd, but we'll see what happens towards the grand final if G2 end up taking on a European super team. 1 minute through, that 1 goal from 2 seconds in, still standing, but Monkey Moon managing to cut out that pass, picks up a boost, then clears it long into the midfield, but Exotic with not quite enough. Pulls back down towards Lost, sends it to Drawley again. Just both teams passing between each other. 2 up and that, however. On the backboard has to do an intelligent play, and intelligent play he does.
Yeah, Furia want to swarm them, especially after that double come in with the demo on the draw line. Furia put on the press. Etienne with disengaging. Jerfinho collects. And Furia with pressure and midfield and boost to spare. Lost getting past Exotic. Great 50 by Drawley. But it's Furia that keep them trapped. No, Drawley has to go up high for this. Jerfinho with the range. Monkey Moon knows where the gap is, but it's not on target.
And you know what, you mentioned Loss. He was the player, firstly, of Furious tournament so far. We saw that as well in London. But he's also been that player that showed up versus Casey. Unfortunately, his two teammates weren't quite there alongside him. Jan, a target. Rather, shot on target. Trevino slices across the box. No one there to intercept on the play. Sent long by that BDS player on the back line. Jan with a great dunk, falls back down to Loss. Faithful goes the ball, goes for the man. But two back on defense will keep this game on BDS's side.
I like under the mind games that Lost was playing. We'll see what he can do up high with wings. Yan by his side on the wing. When do you need me, bud? And this is BDS breaking through. Jaffinho's been reliable on the back end. Furia haven't left any gaps. Let's see Exotic and Yan to the ceiling. Lost. Oh, did get the beat on Monkey Moon, but Furia are just with a clear, and at least they're stealing boots. They're getting demos. They're being productive. Another double commit by BDS. But Furia, can they take advantage?
As soon as pressure starts to build for Fury, but with nothing coming through, it then just goes to prove the theory that we've been looking at throughout this tournament so far, where when BDS score one, so far, if they win by one, it's quite a rare scoreline for them. Normally they win by 2, 3 goals. They score 3 or 4 per game when they do end up winning. Then they are shut out frequently when they lose. So a couple more goals may well be on the cards here for BDS. That one's up high on target, but Trevino defensively.
BDS are also comfortable still being up a goal. It's Furia to still search for the equalizer, and Monkey Moon's getting good beats now on the defense. Drawley can't get a hand up. Yan and Jaffinho lacking boost. We'll see what space he can make on the front lines. BDS get their wires crossed a bit when their backs are against the wall, but they haven't given up anything to Furia.
Exotic wanting to push back down to the back corner. Jan with one. Exotic can't quite get that second touch off the back of Monkey Moon. And Drawley with the continued pressure misses the ball, nearly hits Drupo on the backboard. Very low on boost. No one from BDS pushing though. Those couple of seconds are, however, going to be benefiting BDS. Monkey Moon shot on target. Regulation save for Jan. And we see the pressure as it builds for BDS. Furia, they need to push out of their own half as soon as they can.
Furia just can't take any control of the center of the midfield. They're trying the sides. They can't take it up high without an immediate 50 on the dribble coming in. Monkey Moon with the 50 stalls out down low. Drawley takes advantage, takes the boost, and he's got a ball. Lost Jaffinho figuring out who should go up high. Jaffinho with more boost uses all of it. And BDS are forcing decisions even if the ball isn't going past the net. This time it could! A save! And no finish by BDS!
Furious, so far their defense has been the same as it has been throughout the entire tournament. BDS have only broken through by 1. Now on the offense, 1-2, a reset. Jan can't quite shot. Trevino does! The crowd light up as we are bathed in gold. Furia equalized versus BDS.
Now this is a typical Furia offense we're used to. Look at all the space in the air that they had to go for that long of a pass. The whole field was theirs. Now 26 seconds, we have a tie. But who gets the last laugh in game 1? First, it's Furia that collect the ball, but no boost. BDS went for resources. Exotic goes to the backboard. Does manage to push a player out of the way, giving possession back to BDS. Drawley pulls out a defender. A pass to Drawley and Monkey Moon. A big loss and Yan in the net.
It's a lovely low shot though. It's going to be forcing one demo, one save. Now it's Jan trying to bump one. If he got it, got Drawley out of the way, it would have been goal for them. Chance on the right-hand side. Exotic up with boost. He's got 20. Gets over Jan. The backboard is covered by Last. Dropped by Monkey Moon. Overtime. Game 1 in our tiebreaker.
A big bounce back for Furia at the last second, but especially after just coming off of a loss. BDS comfortable, and Yan didn't go for the ball. He wanted to bump Monkey Moon. Didn't make contact. That was a chance for Lost. Good awareness from BDS. Monkey Moon, though, time and space, just wanting to drop the C.A.B. Meanwhile, Exotic is in the box for a pass, but couldn't get the good drop.
And defensively wanted to push it out. Stayed behind the ball, not really enough boost to continue it going. They'll actually get a nice dunk of Jaffinho with more than enough to be a nuisance in the back line. Lost just above target. Back in the center. On again for the second.
Oh, now Jaffinho's chance. Round 2. But to the side, so close to the ball. Didn't get enough of a bounce on it. Yan trying to carve through, but it's really just peppering down BDS, forcing them to be scared. Now Monkey Moon to make contact.
Oh my, what a rocket! The crossbar dent. We need to get the mechanics out for that one to clear it away. But Yan dunking on one. Monkey Moon awkward. Has to clear versus Trevino. Here's the jump. Here's the boost. Knows he's getting called into action. And BDS now under pressure from Furia.
Furia have no boost to work with. Do they even have time to collect it? Here's Drawley, the quickest transition out of BDS. Furia take time to breathe. And look at Yan disrupting this back line. A shot from Jaffinho, double commit from BDS. But where's the follow from Furia? This is the time to keep pressing. But Drawley always plays downfield, but it's not a great touch. It's not a lot of moves. The monkey can't get the double.
Just on that top right corner of the net. We see some BDS pressure. Now we're not enough. Loss is going to be there for the recovery. We saw that yesterday. Whenever they get a chance, there's going to be another player behind. A shot again, top corner. With Furia and their defense, it's that two-headed Hydra. You have to beat two to get anything through them. Monkey Moon midfield up high onto the ceiling. Jaffinho to dunk. Free jumps, high pressure from Furia to shut down BDS's offense.
Both teams are going for free jump. No, you have to beat him to the punch. Game one from the deficit to ending up on top.
The Shark rises from the ground as Jaffinho scores. As he swipes Drawley out of the way, Furia. Game number one going their way, seemingly not letting that KC loss settle in their minds.
This is not the first time we've seen Furia look like they want to keep pushing the ball, playing it tight. They actually just completely let go of the ball and go for the physical play. And you thought there was going to be a second man. No, he was able to recollect the ball and score it in that 1v1. Jaffinho shines also with both goals in that game.
I mean, we see in the Mobile 1 high performance replay, BDS, they went ahead in 2 seconds off that kickoff. And in this play, you see as soon as Jaffinho has that ball go past, Charlie can't get out of his way whatsoever. Tries to snake, tries to pivot. Jaffinho's there, hot on his tail. And it's no problem for Furia in the end as game number one, Lemon, very clearly going their way. BDS, we said they need a couple of goals to score to make sure they go ahead in the series, or in the game rather. They couldn't secure it in the first.
BDS were really good at shutting down the midfield initially. You couldn't get any kind of aerials, you couldn't dribble across the field whatsoever if you were Furia, and that's the bread and butter of their offense. But something happened at the second half of that game one where a lot more time was afforded to Furia, and maybe it was a mix of what was happening off the ball, and that gave time for Furia to make that happen in a 1v1 situation. We go to game two with Furia up.
Game number two, an opportunity for BDS to try and get this equalizer. Bear in mind, nobody going home. Whoever loses this, they just go down into the lower bracket. They'll face off against Space Station Gaming. The winner has the pleasure of taking on G2. You'll be thinking, well, you know, realistically, we'll go for SSG then. No. Don't want that. You've only got one life if you lose this series. Those two are going to be so vital up until the semis. A long clear from the backboard is going to be maybe symbolic of this series of BDS. So close yet so far.
Yeah, the bumps of physicality has been really good out of Furia, and their defense has been standing tall. That was a weakness at the last major. It's a long past the loss, and BDS being more aware of this as we set the tone here in game two. The Furia still having fire in their belly despite losing the K-Corp. They'll have to face another European great here against BDS, and so far so good.
Theoretically, a better European team as well. BDS, they've attended these majors. K-Corp, they had an absolute implosion, an exception to the rule, but still an implosion nonetheless. It's still on the instant card if they worked at a factory. It's something that we really need to look into. Lost, takes out one, then goes for the dish. Pinched away the other side, but Lost. He is continuing that format, or rather the form that we have seen him on the entire World Championships.
Oh, and Exotic just almost faked the double there and pushed his loss. Monkey Moon has to go up really hard for this. As third man, that was a risk, and he lands back down to earth with Furia hunting for the ball. Jaffinho with the game winner with both goals actually for Furia. Furia becoming more of a triple threat team than just the Yan with the plan. And speaking of that, he has to go up against Exotic, but knew he had more boost than Yan. Now 50s against Drawley. Jaffinho struggling too. This is where BDS can apply that pressure.
We talk about that triple threat, and BDS to me, they sum it up the most. They're number 3, number 2, number 4 in so many of these key offensive stats. Only really behind Falcons and behind G2. Two teams. They sit behind at the top of the tournament. Yes, they've got one. We see these putting up those numbers to make sure that they have got chances, and they die. Yan, you love to see it, my guy. Comes through from Jaffinho. It's the one. Doesn't even flip. That, my friend, is a
America. You cannot let them connect the dots like that, Furia. You gotta catch them before. Now Lost. Just gonna feed this to Monkey Moon. You have no other choice, but he's got a full tank and he has to use so much of it just to get a few inches. Go! It's an open net!
5 balloons, they come out as BDS get their first goal in essentially a game and a half off scoring 2 seconds in the first. It's a lovely touch from Drali, just keeps those nonsense touches coming, throws off Furious defense. BDS, they draw us level. It's going to be interesting to see whether they can start building on that pressure that they've earned, because Furia, they've been putting that defense on, but a bump in the back. Drali clears it away. Lost, didn't even make contact with it. You see Drafinho awarded with the shot.
Furia gotta be careful of their challenge game too, because Drafinho went flying and that's what caused the open net. But when they have time on the ball, that's when Furia is their most lethal. But BDS, they're getting comfortable too, and confident at that. Even without boost, they're still trying to make plays. And they were trying to steal Furia's boost. Doesn't matter, Lost will make it work no matter what. Drali has the backflip, slow it down, got Furia on the retreat, and double no. Monkey Moon, oh, it's on the cross!
Drali attempts to go on the bump on Yan too, couldn't make it successful, so Exotic, the third man, was not quite able to find his way in. Drali now, right wing, misses. Pulls to Monkey Moon in the midfield. Again, Drali wanting to push it up that right-hand side, isn't able to. The blocks coming in from Furia, and that stunning catch from Lost is going to shut down BDS in their tracks.
Furia still just can't even get a good enough clear, and BDS just keep swarming them. The ball floats back down, and Lost feels he has a ball. And a punch Drali on the ball. Here comes Drafinho swinging for the fences. BDS save. Yeah, round 2. No, 50's down. BDS have real estate to work with. But man, Furia have them in field. They're okay with giving space to BDS and work on their half. Exotic looking for bumps. Lost to the side. Beautiful read.
I think he can give up a little bit of space, but maybe going for sheer misses from Furia. It's not going to quite be the play. A pinch going above the crossbar. Who's in next with a demo? It's going to be the target man. Lost is found.
Furia are going for more and more demos in front of the net, and Exotic tried to make contact, and Furia had already swarmed the net. It's too little, too late. Furia will rise at the last second from the dead. 2-1 with a lead. With less than a minute, Drali doesn't have enough boost, but he's just trying to flick it above, get the defense rolling here. It's Exotic dropping to Monkey Moon. Great read from Lost, but he runs into Drafinho. Yan will collect. Lost tries to run into Drali. And Furia have them on the press.
And Exotic removes Lost from the situation entirely. Knows that he's a threat. Drali with a fake. Tries to go for the 50 down below. Lost on the respawn. Final 30. Furia. Chance them to go 2-0 up in the series. Monkey Moon on that right-hand side, flicks it up high, but Drafinho with the pre-jump is only being blocked out by Drali again.
Yan is also trying to cut their rotations, anything to destructure BDS, one of the most fearsome units in Europe. But how do they respond at the last second? Yan, both first and second man of Furia went up, it's all to Drafinho. To the side, can BDS keep it up? They're gonna have their There's Drali, Monkey Moon, Exotic, not reacting too quick. Second pressure, Monkey Moon. Here's Drali going to the net. Still, people are getting shoved. Furia won't allow it. So, win. Game 2, Furia.
Close they wanted to be, BDS. The final shot felt like that should have been it. Was kept up for 30-odd seconds. Amazing play from them, but even greater from Furia multiple times in that 0 seconds. Yan keeps it up high. He got one block, followed it down, tried to go for another block, another dunk. But still, Furia, they take the game. One more, and they go through as 4th seed into our playoffs.
What a composed team of Furia too. A deficit coming off of a loss against K-Corp to go against BDS, who, like you said, is a, I guess, technically more fearsome team. Coming off of a win at EWC, they are world champions. Furia are 1 game away from sweeping them and giving themselves an easier time tomorrow.
It's a chance here for BDS. What can Cassio say to the boys? What's going to be on the cards for them? In terms of how BDS play right now, this is not it. They are not all putting up the numbers that they need to. As I was saying, offensively, they have been stunning. Shots per game, they're number 3. Goals per game, they're number 2. Number 4 in shooting percentage, shooting nearly 30%. 1 in 3 of their goals, near enough finding its way in.
I know
They do concede a lot of goals, and Furia, they're taking advantage of that.
Jorginho, I want to see him get up and put up the L again. That was so funny last major, but
We love the trash talk.
BDS, they're keeping the door closed, about a reverse sweep, and it starts with the monkey move, not a draw, lead finish. BDS will not go down without a fight.
They're back in the game that they own. 1-2, the side post. Finish by Charlie. Wonderful play from MM, but we saw what they've done this Handy League before. They've been out-pressured, outplayed. They haven't continued that press. Furia, they know what the job is from here. BDS, it's their chance to make sure that does not happen again.
Furia are being more scared of the kickoffs from BDS, because that's what caught them completely off guard in the place. Looking with the fake. All 3 of BDS are in the offensive third. They gotta be careful, but they'll risk it. And all as Yan with the dribble block. Fake against Monkey Moon. Trolley runs into him at the corner. Furia is just so scary to go up against. When they're up in your face, but Lost will have to retreat. Yan will layer up, and BDS defense, that's not a good touch from Exotic. This could land in front of the net, and forces a save.
Just high. Can't quite get that touch, can Yan. 1-2, chance of Drali on the reset. The second time, but again, just a little bit of quality lacking on those final touches, and Lost. He's truly been that man for Fury in this series, the entire tournament so far, but a block comes through high. Lost into the corner, continues on that press. Monkey Moon backwards, so able to turn around too far on this, and Jorginho identifies his positioning, takes advantage, and the pressure for Furia builds. But Drali and MM, they link up to keep it on that left-hand side. Above now, attempts coming through. Right now, we're seeing BDS see how well Fury have done with the offense, and Exotic in particular. He's taking that mentality, wanting to remove Fury from the pitch.
Yeah, BDS are relying on really good mechanics, whilst Furia, it's a bit more demo-heavy, and especially early support on the offense. But BDS have them exactly where they want. It's Monkey with the double. Yan reads it like a book. BDS have slowed down the game, but at a pace that Furia can keep up with. And BDS just can't center out this net, the ball on the net, and Furia are going for demos, so BDS, eventually this is gonna run out of gas.
Yan up for 1, attempts the bump, does get it! Gets removed from the pitch, the dead man through! Yan gets to assist that one from the grave.
Exotic make contact, but just the surface that just dropped the ball where Furia wanted it, and again, the demos. Furia will remove you by force, and this ties things up. An early kickoff too. Yan will flex the corner and won't have the ball, but just getting BDS to take it on the back foot, and this is a bounce. BDS, Exotic, Drali. No, Yan is too quick. See, now Yan keeps smashing into the defense, and this is Monkey Moon not getting a hand up, but no immediate follow-up from Furia. They're playing a safer backline. Furia's defense suffered at last majors, but they've improved so much on that end. And BDS not expecting this, having double-digit shots and barely putting up any goals compared to all the other opponents they faced. Still tied.
Seeing a lot of quick shots coming through. Exotic pass back towards Monkey Moon. Does get intercepted very handily by Yan with 30 boost. It's an opportunity for him to keep pushing down, but again, just shies away from the ball. Neither team wants to take any massive risks right here, but risks win championships.
2 back for Furia. BDS just waiting. Good patience from Exotic, but Monkey Moon was getting locked in by Yan, bumped off the play, and BDS can't connect even if they want to. Yan with the plan!
Yan is back! Secures a goal, and what an assist from... He's hounding that ball, stays awkward, makes sure that nobody on BDS knows where he is, and Yan, perfect positioning. Furia with a lead.
Furia are just so fast, it's hard to keep up with it, even off kickoff. BDS back and drops demos very soon, and Exotic needs to buy time. Monkey Moon has his back. Look at Jorginho swinging for the fences, Lost overextended, and now everyone's running into it. Monkey Moon gets back in time.
These opportunities for Fury, they are mounting. And BDS, again, they had that early lead. They may well let this one slip, but they still have chances. Trofino with low boost goes to get Monkey Moon out of the way, remove him from the path of resistance. Exotic. Monkey Moon linking up on the right-hand side, but Lost goes back with boost. A pinch central from Monkey Moon. Again, shut down by Lost. Where isn't he?
BDS can't even go for a first touch on the ball without Furia running into them. This must be so frustrating. Furia are a swarm of bees, and they sting pretty hard, and it's Exotic and Drawley with the delayed touches to see the gap.
Great play.
Finally.
The double tap pass coming through. It was all Drawley on this. It's the one there, then the second one completely flummoxing Drufo. Exotic sends him behind the final defender. Lost is in pretty much everywhere, apart from directly behind him. He can't travel back in time and get there. 2-2. Game 3. Furia, in this one, they go through to face G2.
I think BDS is starting to realize if they could slow it down, but to the point of a Exotic! My God, gifted his team the lead!
You look for this individual brilliance, the moment. That's what Worlds is about. And Exotic, that was your moment right there. Plucked out of the sky. Taken from a dream. Team BDS now lead.
Furia gotta be on duty right when kickoff happens. BDS just keeps surprising them. Lost with a huge bubble of Drawley. Yeah, with a double attempt, and no! It's not enough, but he will steal the corner boost, and Lost will keep BDS busy.
Still more chances at Fury. They are flying through. We've not seen them concede a goal, lose the lead, and then not take that lead straight back again. Lost challenging with one. It's this back corner. They are all in that back corner. Exotic, an instrumental clear.
Just been pure defense from BDS. The lead. Drawley's not Trofino for getting the ball, and he still managed to get possession. Furia send it. Shot up.
When the pressure is on, Furia, they light the fire. They come straight back into it. And overtime on the line, but still one kick up before we get there. It's going to be a double corner straight in, drop down, let's do it all again.
BDS were bunkering down. Furia sent the whole army after them. They risked it all. And now we go to OT. It was Furia last time, and now that kickoff is over with. BDS have to come up with plan B. The fakes really worked out for them before, but Furia can get away with solo boosts. BDS have no time to really assess the situation. Again with the monkey move to the side. Lost reads it, but didn't get a good shot on net.
I mean, that musty was so terrifying for the defense. We've seen what Joyo can do with him, let alone when Fury managed to get their hands on it. Down the right-hand side, we're now seeing BDS. They can't work their way out. A ground pitch, not around the side of Monkey Moon. Yan is central. Lost, bumped away from the ball. No intent of any conceding any more shots here, but a long chance. Lost is going to find his way back. Not into the 100 boost, however. Now BDS can flip the script.
And Lost with no boost is still helping this defense hang on, but hang on. It's Exotic on the ball. He's made solo plays happen before. Here's Drawley layering it up for Monkey Moon!
The GOAT of the open era secures one game against South America's greatest. Team BDS take it to 4, but it was sketchy. It was wobbly at the end. The BDS, a great chance for them just to show Lemon that they have still got that kind of quality where, okay, we're down by 2. They scored at 1 second. We cannot let that get too far into our mental.
BDS, they got creative to get to this point. The solo plays from Monkey Moon, Exotic, and then supporting each other, leading it to defense like no other, forcing a second overtime. And go to another game, but do BDS have what it takes to keep this series extended?
I mean, all of these games so far, they've just come down to a single goal. Game 1, that overtime, a 2-minute overtime won by Furia. Game 2, a 2-1 again, but this one 4-3 in favor of BDS. You do just see both these teams fighting tooth and nail down to the last second, last on the goal line, thinking, I need to even just get a touch here. It may well hit 0, and then we don't have an opportunity. It might just land on the floor, then BDS take the game. They took the game in the end, but positioning
up the wall. It gets lost, and Yan, that's even too much for him to handle.
Down in the midfield, he's going to fall straight back towards Drali. Top corner. It was found. The loss was there to keep it away. Drali bumping one and then two. Midfield, Monkey goes high. Awkward, and then dunk for Exotic. It's going to be a success in 45 seconds for BDS.
Exotic does it again. First, it's a launch, I think, from Monkey Moon, and Exotic flew. BDS know if they could support each other, they will score. Catching Fury on the back foot now early. Fury have always been in their shadow and haven't let BDS get too much of a lead. But now with these awkward touches, it gives a chance for BDS to keep peppering shots in.
This first minute, though, with BDS, they have that lead. Again, Lemon, I don't know how many times I need to say it. They get an early lead. Can they hold it? We've seen that they've struggled to in every game that they've scored first in. They did get one win out of it, but you can't make sure that you rely on getting a late goal on any of these. Monkey Moon moving Yan, then Lost has to track back.
Like, the Furious defense isn't playing scared too. It's really early 50s, and at least they have a backup plan in the net. That's what's really making it hard for BDS to go for passes, as Exotic has to go for a double touch there. And Trolley brings it out, wanting a more quality opportunity. Trolley went for the jump, but then it's a swing from Exotic. Trolley slowing it down, letting Monkey Moon get a full tank. Exotic didn't get the spawn he wanted, but he'll still keep Furia in their half.
Lost from the backboard, has to try and send it further. The Monkey Moon is not successful in doing that. A reset round one. Who comes in next? Charlie, a chance. Monkey Moon attempts to get it around the side of Jaffinio. A bump attempt again. If that was successful, that right there is a goal. But Furia, keeping their wits about them, clears it away. Jaffinio again. The first time I feel the ball has been in the blue half for like 2 minutes, it feels like.
Yeah. Oh, this comes out to Yan, and it's wide on the right post. Is BDS quick to follow through, and Exotic with the full tank. He got the whole squad jumping, and not in a good way. But Trolley and Exotic can work together on this from the ceiling. Jeez! Monkey Moon trying for the double, and Lost will stop it, and it comes out to Yan. A longer double on him, and he cuts the corner, and the save.
Skimming glory for Furia. I mean, Yan pushing down on that ball is a stunning display of confidence. Fino with a long pass back, and a team bump leaves it now in a 2v1. Loss is there, he's scared, but instead Exotic sends it high. Should have gone low. Loss is already on the backboard.
Now Yan, the reset, playing mind games against Trolley. Exotic takes his time to the side. Jaffinio up next. Furia, when the ball is forced off with a 50, Furia seem ready. They're in the right position to keep the pressure. Now this goes back. Jaffinio, third man back. Exotic tries for a low ball, and it's still a wall.
Wonderful touch from Lost, though. You see Drali, he's there, he's ready to go for it. But instead, Lost gets a touch, makes it more awkward, clears it into the corner. They still need to do more than just defense, though. Jaffinio is going to receive. Doesn't find anybody but Exotic. Now we're seeing BDS intercept all these passes, giving Furia a taste of their medicine.
BDS are playing a bit quicker than Furia, just having more boost and just really good rotations from them defensively. It's been Darling and open it! 2-0 BDS!
Monkey Moon securing it with the long shot as well. It was Drali, not even the best pass in the world, but just seeing Furia completely overcommitted. And we said at the top of the series, BDS, when they score, they come in droves. We've not seen that versus Furia. This may well be different. They've got 2 so far, and game 5, if all goes their way.
Jaffinio's been that pillar in the net, and that time he got locked up and couldn't get to the net in time, and Exotic somehow again another double!
Exotic, a man possessed in game 4. In the Coliseum, he sees blood and he draws even more of it. Jaffinio missing on the backboard. But you don't get that goal without the excellence. It's 3 for BDS.
BDS can go back to just relying on those mechanics, but Jaffinio likes the gap, and Exotic still gets the hand off, and can't get the finish. Another shot off the crossbar, and nothing for Furia in game 4.
Given the 1, 2, 3, and they're just going to send a different person to each attempt. Midfield, no one's really back. It's shot bottom corner. Lost can't get the clear away. But Exotic has been putting on pressure like we have not seen this series so far.
Uh-oh, Furia just can't break out of their half right now. BDS standing tall, center, out, lost, shoved off, and Drolly sensed it. Furia are so supportive of each other. They will not make it easy. And now the midfield, it's a scramble, comes back to the orange half. Time running out. We'll be seeing Champions Field. Monkey Moon getting this away. Now they're just playing keep away. This is mean.
This is mean, but it's business, baby. 10 seconds left. Any goal's going to be in pure garbage time. BDS managed to secure game number 5. They perform in the Coliseum. They excel when needed. And it's going to be 4 on the scoreboard. Exotic, mate. You know what? Secure the hat trick. Give your team the advantage. Game 5 on its way.
And this is why I picked Exotic first on my fantasy. He can do it all. Solo passes.
Don't brag to me about fantasy. I'm so in the bin.
I went from last place where you were, or are now.
Right, I still am.
To, I don't know, 5th or 6th, and I think Exotic's gonna carry me to victory. A hat trick too, that's nice.
A hat trick, 9 shots, by the way, and 811 points in regulation. Ugh.
I think BDS realized, okay, the passes are what they are known for. Does these aerials even just interconnecting in the air? BDS just haven't been able to get away with that as easily because Furia's defense is quick enough to intercept, at least make contact with the player. So a lot of BDS goals have now come off of solo plays of an open backboard on Furia's half that Exotic is taking full advantage of.
You see the zoom in as well on the BDS logo with the single star above it. That one representing the World Championship they won on this stage 2 years ago. This is a stepping stone towards that moment. All of these series so vital. But this one in particular, if they can get the reverse sweep, it will be the first we have had at Worlds 2024. And BDS, I appreciate, they're not the hometown favorite. Listen, Fort Worth, I know that you want Furia to take this. I think Furia need your energy. When they score, you need to explode with passion. Because BDS, they are going to make this series theirs otherwise.
And that series is slipping for Furia. And that reverse sweep is looming. And that shot forces the double commit, but Drolly, great recovery, follows through, and it even leads us to a transition! And a shot on net!
Charlie puts the scope on for that shot, snipes it from the top corner. Jaffinho, a front row view as it goes past his goal line. 20 seconds in, BDS again scoring early. Can they hold?
Jolly went from being kind of the glue to this team to excelling on his own. What a solo play. That's why we said BDS are a triple threat team. And Furia got demo, doesn't matter. Yan will do everything he can to buy time for his team to recollect. Now Drolly running into the defense. Furia safe for now, but they didn't score once in the last game. You gotta wake up.
In this first minute, it's been just that pure BDS pressure. Finally, Furia managed to get some in the blue half. Nice move finds Drolly. Again, the long distance shot, but Yan, he has learned, knows that they're going to be coming through thick and fast. A bump from Drolly. It's open at the back. Trufo tracks back, can save Furia's skin on this.
But Furia are getting a little scared in the net. I'm stressed watching them just making these diving saves.
I'm pacing.
Me too. And BDS know it. Like sharks in the water. They smell blood. And it's Furia on their half. Exotic slapping it down, getting Furia to take a march once again down the field. And they run head first into BDS. As lost with the flick, but right, an easy shot right into the net for Exotic to save. And Furia, they're best when they can find the rebounds. When they can get BDS jumping and they can eventually find the gap, that's where Furia can shine. And there's not as many demos from Furia's side to even make it easier.
Exotic has an opportunity to just try and sidle redirect that straight into the box. Monkey Moon is going to track back, sees Lost with a little bit of that pressure, does steal that back corner boost of Monkey Moon. The nice quick turn is going to shut them down again. Exotic in, but a shot, top corner from Lost, just wide.
And Yan was stuffing everyone on that defense. You needed Jaffinho to get a quality setup there. You're not going to get opportunities against BDS like that very often. And Furia are stuck on their half. even when the ball clears, it goes right to BDS. And you've seen what they can do, and BDS can transition. Furia have no time to think. And they're getting these, Furia are getting these small touches, but now they're colliding into each other. It's rough.
Becomes a lot more awkward when you concede so early on. But 2 minutes 20, BDS on the cusp of a reverse sweep versus South America's greatest. Lost. Top corner, sidewall, goes up high. Yan avoids the bump, does get the shot on, but Monkey Moon saving away.
Furia is on Exotic's tail, and look what he can do with the backboard. Trevino pinching it, not great. As a Drawley was trying to get the drop down, and Monkey Moon has to retreat. Furia getting bumped though. BDS could try this again. To Exotic, the bats are low, and Furia, hold on.
Time and time again, we're seeing Furia force into these defensive plays, typically incredible. But just a few times they lag. Yan misses that one, lost with a reset. He has not been present in the last couple of games. He needs to turn that round, become the target man yet again. Drufo pips it back into his own half. Charlie, 0 boost, goes on for the dump, can't quite get the second.
Furia are just struggling with these corner plays. They can't get good setups. The backboard, BDS won't allow it. They won't slip up, and Yan is just harassing, making control difficult for BDS. Furia only have 1:20 to tie, or BDS will reverse sweep them.
Exotic with no boost, that's a shy away from the ball. I'm sure he would have loved to have chased that one down. BDS, 300 boost between them. Furious scrapping over a single boost bill. Trevino, though, goes on target. Loss helps it on its way. A little bit more pace. Yan, central, all 3 from BDS to save.
An insane defense from BDS, and the shot not on target. And now Monkey Moon gets to get out of their own half. Furia found the rebounds, but no lethality to strike through this defense's heart. And Furia now have to transition. BDS can focus on defense or go for insurance. 42 seconds left.
Up high is lost, just about misses. His car not long enough. Track yourself in a dominus, pal. You would have got on the end of it. Trevino now trying to look central. Exotic's going to be hounding him. Does keep it away.
Oh, Yan full boost, and couldn't get this to loss. He went for the direct shot. He had an option to pass. Furia are doing everything to make BDS think twice. Any kind of mistake, he's there. BDS and Yan with the save.
Yan keeps it away on that chance, but they need a goal. Final 10 now. The arena's about to help you count it all down, chat. That's one round. Lost up high. Trevino's harassing. Monkey Moon drops it down. Drawley into the corner. Trufo central. Another block. Yan, he needs to get this one in. Monkey Moon, though, makes contact. There for the dunk. It goes high. Still chances for Furia. Trevino again, still high in the sky. Exotic the next to it. Into the corner. How is this still alive? It is not anymore. Neither are Furia! The second this season through any team. And Furia, they're not out yet. But my word, you need to take a look at what fell apart as BDS step it up.
Had no time to go collect, and geez, Furia just sent house, came out with nothing. BDS, the resilience to pull off the first reverse sweep here at Worlds.
This season we've only seen one happen so far. It's when OG went up against Twisted Minds in London. This one, for a little bit more beans than that. Mediums, you have to look at just how they perform. Look at that turnaround. A generational turnaround as far as I'm concerned, because Furia, they control the series, and you see the face of Lost. He needs to make sure that he goes back, talks to the team, everybody get on the same page. I'd still argue in those first 2 games, we didn't see the Trevino, we didn't see the Yan that we needed to see. But in this Mobile 1 high performance replay, it is going to be one of those moments, again, where you just look, what went wrong? But regardless of what went wrong, we know what went right. BDS, reverse sweeping, leaves the man on the stage.
Give it up here for BDS and Drawley. That was a hard match, it seemed like.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to ask, you guys lost the OT at the very beginning there. Do you feel like that hurt any momentum? Is that what allowed Furia to pull ahead?
Well, I think we didn't have have any momentum to start with.
Okay.
If we had any momentum, I think we would have just like right off the bat. But yeah, we just started off pretty bad, which is why we didn't.
So what switched the momentum? Was it simply just a warm-up, or
When we conceded, I think it was like 3 seconds left. We were like, let's just start chasing, you know, because we were hesitating and stuff. And I realized that in those 40 seconds we were dominating the game. And the next few games we just said, yeah, we have nothing to lose. Let's just keep chasing, and it worked.
so was that you that called it out? You said you noticed that it was working?
I think I was the one who was hesitating a little bit, you know. Like my
Right.
teammates were fine, and it sort of only helped me, you know. My teammates are already playing fine, and it just allowed us to like break through and win those 3 games.
It solidified what you needed to do moving forward. I want to ask now because, of course, you're in a top 8 position. Unfortunately, in the past majors, you guys haven't been able to make it much further than that. When you get to this point in the tournament, does that intimidate you at all, being in
Nope.
this position?
No, we're not the same team anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a different
You look
team.
the same.
Well,
Not on the field, maybe, but
on the field, we're different now. So I'm not stressed at all or anything like that, you know. We know we have what it takes to win the tournament.
and confidence is a very important part of it. Is that the big difference, or what would you say is the key thing that's changed for you guys in this tournament?
I think it's confidence, yeah.
Confidence, absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you make sure that you have that confidence? Is it just Casio behind you, or what makes sure that you guys are confident coming onto the stage?
Well, I don't know, just something that we gained with time, you know? With the tournaments and stuff, we started...
You're older and wiser now, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, for you now, I want to ask specifically, as I do believe you're the last rookie in the tournament, as your rookie season here. Can you speak to maybe the difficulties of having to perform at this level and how hard it is to achieve this much?
To what?
To achieve this much and be in this position?
Oh, well, I don't really... I mean, it is hard, but it's something that I'm like expected to achieve, you know? So...
A lot of expectations.
Huh?
A lot of expectations.
Yeah. There's not many difficulties. I'm just playing my game, you know? That's it.
Well, keep playing your game because so far you're winning. Congratulations on that dub and good luck in the rest of top 8. One more time here for Drawley and BDS.
Thank you.
The playoff bracket is set. BDS will play against G2, I believe. We're correct on this one here, with 2 lives in the tank still. Furia drops to the lower bracket for a match against Space Station.
BDS, feed Exotic the ball. That's what it seemed like it was. It was just like he was scoring everything. He's going for that accolade. He was catching up on goals per game.
Yeah.
So Exotic put in 1.4 goals per game throughout that. And Furia, the last 2 games, the same thing happened with K-Corp. The first 2 games, they looked good, but those last 2 didn't score a goal. 0 and 0 in games 4 and 5.
I mean, that one, it could make sense that Team BDS were getting more acclimatized to the LAN computers,
The crowd,
getting used to it. This particular crowd as well, obviously they've played it before, but yeah, it's not hugely surprising to me to see that when Team BDS get going, they turn themselves into a complete whirlwind. But they were a bit shaky. There were some mistakes in game 1, and their body language didn't look perfect. And I don't know about you, Hug, but I was thinking, oh dear, is it one of those ones to BDS?
Yeah, I bet y'all were shaking. I
A little
was
bit.
screaming up there, and
Yeah.
I found a bunch of other people that were really excited, but no. I think BDS, I think Jolly actually said it perfectly. They came into it knowing they weren't going to have any momentum because it was just first one out. And as time went on, they were able to just catch up. Unfortunately, Fury just couldn't close out. Once that pressure started to come out onto the field for them, it was becoming more of a mental battle. I know we spoke to that on the pregame for this one. That mental battle is gonna crush them. So now you're down 0-2. Like we said, they're gonna go up against Space Station later. That's a whole new ball game.
Oof, but again, they're so good in these early games in these matches. They just have to find a way to close out these matches. But Yan, still relatively quiet. We expect him to be one of the best at LAN, and he just hasn't been.
There's been 1 or 2 key mistakes. There's been times where the ball is floating into the center. You see Jan's nameplate above his car. You're thinking 100% he sinks this top corner, and then he's just missed. or it goes wide. It flashes wide, and Yan is not the sort of player that misses these shots and these opportunities. So it's surprising to me, and they have to fix that.
Well, and a lot of it, too, is also there was just no connection on it. There were so many times they'd go for an infield pass, no connection on it from Yan. And that's exactly what you guys are talking about, too. They're missing what had made them such an it factor so early on in the week and what had garnered so many fans around them. And it's just gone.
And that game 3 was huge, too. Monkey Moon putting that in after they gave up a goal right at the end for it to be tied. They were about to get swept, but Monkey Moon clutched it up with another overtime winner. He did that at EWC, the grand finals. He won the game for them. So when he is needed, he'll pop off. But for the most part for BDS, give Exotic the ball. If he has the ball, he's doing magic.
He got, what, 811 points in one of those games?
Yeah, I think it was game 4,
in regulation. And I can't remember the last time I saw that many points not needing an overtime.
It was such a statement from BDS in a world championship where it has been so difficult to pick favorites. We have been doing a lot of talking about Falcons and G2, and yet the rest of the European teams, we're talking about 2 teams not from Europe as the favorites to win, and all the European teams are like, excuse me,
wait a second.
This is our house, this is what we do, and BDS comes out, drops the first 2 games, manages to mentally reset in front of a crowd that does not want them to win, and reverse sweep. What a performance from them. We want to break down some more things that happened in that game. James Spot, what you got?
So we got a play from Monkey Moon that shows the importance of a great first touch and the power of a flip reset. Let's go ahead and get into this one. You see Lost up in the air on the challenge of the light, touch to the wall, and normally you think, okay, Monkey Moon, he's got the easy outlet to either Exotic or Drawley, depending on who goes upfield. Surely he'll take that approach, but no, what Monkey Moon does instead is even better. Look at the slight turn he takes to get the perfect first touch and makes the play from there. So you'll see as we continue on in the clip, Monkey Moon, that little turn for a first touch, gets the second, and then here, that first touch, mesmerizing. But then he locks in on Yan, makes the read, sees that Yan wants to go high. And so to beat that high challenge, Monkey Moon will go for a reset. As we continue on, you see Monkey Moon surgical with his reset, beats Yan, uses the reset to beat Lost, and then that put Drawley in a 1v1 situation. You'll see all he has to do here is win this 50-50 after that reset touch. You see Drufinho last back, all alone. No one's there to help him. And then you'll see a perfect 50-50 from Drawley as we continue on. Drawley wins that 50, the ball right in front of net, and Exotic finishes the job. A phenomenal play by Monkey Moon, reminding us how good those first touches and flip resets can be even at this level. So Monkey Moon showing us why he's one of the greats.
Monkey Moon, genuinely one of the generational players of this era.
And that play I love, because if Monkey Moon, he goes for that pass, then he's out of the play because he has no boost. And then it's going to be a 50-50 between Yan and probably Drawley, and no one else is going to be available. It's going to turn into possession probably for Furia on their end. But instead, he makes it work with the flip reset, keeps himself in the play to turn it into like a mini 3-on-2. That's why we got Monkey Moon to Drawley to Exotic, while Lost had no boost. So Furia was down 1 man because of that touch by Monkey Moon. Fantastic play.
What I love about that play in general as well is that when we talk about the difference between playing online, even at the highest level, and at a LAN, making that decision to keep the ball and not make the safe choice of putting the pass in, Monkey Moon is so comfortable on this stage. He's happy to do that. It led to that goal and many more.
He's got more experience on the stage than most people left in the tournament. The tiebreakers are concluded. Karmine Corp is your 3rd seed. BDS, your 4th seed, and Furia will be the 5th seed for our playoff bracket, which means, Gibbs, it is now playoff time. It is also best of 7 time.
Yeah, it's interesting with Space Station that they got the 8th seed, but honestly, I think you kind of want that based on these tiebreakers. You knew coming in that a team was going to lose 1 or 2 going into that match. Space Station versus Furia is going to be very interesting. We have 2 Europeans in the top 4. They are always there. They find a way, but also Oxygen versus the Mates. Oxygen already took out Vitality, so see if they can take out another European team.
Oh, man, yeah. Vitality.
I know.
Not seeing them in that, it just
F-Cincher.
hurts. It feels wrong.
And what also feels wrong is we're going to put first touch and chalked on the stage.
Yeah, what are we
That
doing?
just seems very, very wrong.
Who approved?
No, it's going to be great.
You're so optimistic. It's going to be a time, though. And the fans in Fort Worth are going to get to enjoy it. I'm excited for it. We got 4 or 5 more matches there on the day for you guys. Before we are done, we will play that first touch versus chalked cast next, and then we will have the first 4 matches of the playoffs. But before that, some fun, folks. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, absolute shenanigans on the stage. 6 of the weirdest people I've ever had the privilege of calling friend will duke it out in Fort Worth. It's gonna be great.